guys, it's Lisa with Budget and Style Designs. Today I am here to do the budget and cash envelope stuffing for the week of April 17th. So this was just yesterday. I'm filming this on the 18th and I am just so thankful for all of the progress that we've made. I'm so thankful for all of the support from all of my followers. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Head on over. I've created some playlists that you can click on the playlist and you can watch our budgeting journey. You can see our debt updates, and I think I may also film a debt snowball update soon, so I can make a plan of how long it's going to take us to get out of debt from where we're at right now. And yeah, so if you have not yet, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. That helps my videos show up in the news feeds of other people who are looking for help on their budgeting journey. So if you find my videos helpful, please make sure you're subscribing so that it can help the YouTube algorithms and help lead other people to my style of budgeting, and maybe it will help them just like it's helping you. This week we did get our stimulus check, and I'm so excited to share what we did with our stimulus check. So I'm going to start off with the budget. Jay's income is $896 and mine is $334. And then our total additional, which is including the stimulus, is $3,401. So that brings our total income to $4,631. What we decided to do is we decided to put the whole amount. So our stimulus was $2,900. We just have one child, and we are going to put that full amount in the savings account. It's actually already done, which we hit our baby step number 1 last week, and we have $1,000 in our savings. We are taking this $3,000 and we're adding to it. So our balance of the savings account is $4,000.78. And that just feels so good. So we're saving up. I had shared in my last video that we just have a lot of personal things going on, and so just trying to get us in the best position financially, getting out of debt, but also planning for the future of how to have things set up. And so we just agreed that we thought that money, and especially given the times with the coronavirus, it was the best idea to save it, and that is what we're doing with that. My husband's grandmother did pass away in January, and he is going to receive a little bit of inheritance from that. And with that money, we're planning on paying off the Honda, which is his motorcycle. That should be happening in the next couple months. I'm not sure when we're going to see the money from that, and it's not going to be a ton of money. It's just going to be a couple $1,000s, but it's going to be enough to pay off that Honda. And yeah, so I'm really excited about that. If you haven't watched my other videos, I've changed how I am budgeting with the coronavirus. I'm not taking cash out. A lot of people have asked why I took cash out every week, and it's honestly just because I had a spending problem. By having the cash in hand, I wasn't swiping my card thinking, oh, we've got that, or we can make up for that next week. I was the queen of making excuses, thinking next week we were going to have this money, and then of course next week something would happen, and it just led us down a really bad path. Since I've been budgeting for a while now, I have found that I am not doing what I used to do. So I'm not swiping my card all the time and making bad choices. So I am comfortable with doing online budgeting for our expenses. So what I did is I took our monthly expenses, which those are listed right here. So I took all of our expenses, I totaled them up, and then I divided them by 4. And that is how we're budgeting, and that ends up being $495 a week. For the months that we have 5 weeks, which I believe we do in April, that extra $495, I will probably throw it towards our debt. But for right now, what I'm doing is just keeping it as a rolling balance in the checking account that I pay things as they are due. So this week we're going to be paying the PNC line of credit, and I'm going to pay $110. Our SiriusXM bill did go up, so we were on a promotional period, and now we're not. So it is now $39, but we do enjoy having it. We have it with that $39. We have it on 2 vehicles, plus we have it on the computer, and we play it at the store. And so that ends up being worth it to us. And then utilities is $222. So the total for all of that, $371. So what I'm doing, again, when I'm budgeting, I'm just taking $495 that is listed right here. I'm taking that every week, and so I'm keeping balances. So last week we ended with $404, so I'm going to carry that over here. 404, and then we added in 495. So that has the checking at $899. Our checking is actually around $1,100 right now, but I told you guys I like to keep a little bit of a buffer in there. And it's also, I'm just trying to figure out how we're doing this online budgeting and how that's working for us. So I'm gonna I added in the 495, we're gonna subtract out 371. $528. That is more than enough to pay what we have remaining. So the things that we have remaining are Netflix, home insurance, and car insurance. And so what my plan is that I'm just going to be paying things as they're due and just keep letting the checking account save up the money. And then when there's extra money, I'll move it over to the savings. For right now, I want to keep our checking with a little bit extra. It just feels a little bit better to me to know that we just have everything set up and saved there. With all of this, the current checking balance, which I will put here, $1,150. I left some wiggle room so that we can be paying our mortgage on time. I'd like to pay it at the first of the month. So at the first of the month, we have our mortgage, we have Edward Jones, Dominion, and then the Mazda's due right after that, and so is the Honda. So kind of like a lot of our bills, we're really heavy with bills at the beginning of the month. And so I'm just keeping some extra money so that we can be on course with everything. And it's just feeling really good. I know we really struggled at the beginning. If you want to head back and watch the beginning of our journey, I have a playlist. I'll link it up here that you can check out after this video. But it's been a journey, and there's been a lot of ups and downs, and it's been challenging. But I do want to share that as you get focused and as opportunities come up that you get some extra money, things can really change, and really, you just never know how life is going to change. A year ago, I would have never thought we would be owning the stores now and going, like, our life would be what it is, but it is. And so in ways, I'm thankful because the stores have been a blessing. But then in other ways, like a year ago, I wasn't questioning if my marriage was going to be okay, and now I am. You just got to learn how to flow with the ebbs and flows of life. Cash envelopes, Jay spending gets 20. Groceries gets 150. Eating out gets 20. Dog food gets 20. Fun gets 20. And then medical gets 25. When we do have extra money here that we're not spending, I take a look at the envelopes as I go to the bank, and if I know we're not going to need it, I've been throwing it towards the Barclay card. So when you guys see we've made extra payments and you're wondering where the money's come from, that is where it's come from. I've pulled it from envelopes where we don't need it or where there's excess money. Okay, our cash envelopes is $255. Lending Club will get $150. And Barclay, I'm going to wait to come back to so that I can back into how much we can pay on that. And then I'm going to come over here and fill out the sinking funds. Dentist, I'm doing 10 now. Clothes gets 20. Pet vet gets 20. Medical gets 20. Life insurance gets 15. Car maintenance gets 5. Home updates gets 10. And vacation gets 20. So the total for our cash envelopes is $120. So now what I do is I'm going to take our income, which is $46.31, subtract out the savings, subtract out the $495, $255, the $150 for Lending Club, and the $120 for sinking funds. And that leaves the Barclay getting $611. So the total here would be $761. And if I total that all up, it totals up to $4,631, which is totally perfect. That's on point for where we should be. And yeah, so I am going to go ahead and get the money ready, and I will be right back. So I am going to start with my wallet this time. I have been starting and just moving all the way through with the budgeting binder and not going back and forth, but I'm going to start here. Okay, so for groceries, it's going to get $150. So 150. And I actually don't know if we need to go to the grocery store this week. We are really stocked up, and I'm just still budgeting for groceries. And then I've kind of had hinted before why I'd shared, but I'm definitely sharing now, is our marriage is just on the rocks, and I just want to make sure financially we're in the best situation possible. So I am throwing all the money towards debt that I possibly can. And if we end up working things out, great. But if not, we're just in a better position. So eating out is going to get 20. And we've just been doing like DoorDash and stuff like that and helping support local businesses. Dog food is getting 20. Speaking of, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody's healthy and safe, and that you haven't lost anybody through this coronavirus pandemic. It's just such a crazy time. And then fun is going to get 20. So right now, fun is just storing up. We've got $80. I'm going to keep it in here. We were going to get some video games, and I think what we ended up is we had a little bit of extra money, and we did get some video games for the PlayStation. But I am just going to keep that in here so that when things turn around and when we're off the stay-at-home order, we have the option of being able to go do something fun. And I just think that would be good for us. I am going to head on over to the binder. All right, so Jay's spending is going to get 20. Yard maintenance, we still haven't got a bill. There's $70 in there, so I'm just gonna keep that in there and just save it. We are gonna need it. He hasn't plowed, but he hasn't mowed our yard either, and this can just be something that we don't have to budget for a while until we spend it. So probably like another month. It's starting to get to the point that the yard's going to need mowed, so we probably have about a month till we're going to start owing, but I'm just going to keep that there. Medical is going to get 25. And so that has our medical account, I believe, at 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And like I shared, I believe last week, we got a bill for a copay for my daughter for $35. I might just pay that in the next week or so and then put this extra money towards the snowball, because that's it for bills. I did have a lot of testing done, and there are going to be more bills coming in, but I'm just going to have to wait and see, like check the mail and check my bills and see what's still there. So I'll keep you guys posted on that, but for now there's 100. Lending Club, I'm just doing online for now. So I'm going to move on to the dentist. I changed it to $10 just to be at a round even amount. So that one gets $10. The clothes gets 20. And I had shared, I am working on getting healthy overall and losing weight and just really trying to take care of myself. And so I am going to need to get new clothes, and my daughter's going to need some things. And so, yeah. I've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40. I'm hoping by the time I'm going to need to go clothes shopping that I am got plenty of money saved and then can do that. So with that, I am thinking about sharing. I am currently doing OMAD fasting, and what that means is 1 meal a day. And why the reason I'm doing that is A, I wanted to lose weight, but B is because I am diabetic and my health has just gotten out of control. And I think the coronavirus has just been a huge wake-up call for me that it's time to quit ignoring the things that I know I need to take care of. And I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel sharing that. It wouldn't be something that I would share with my personal friends and family, but if you guys are interested or if you're on a similar journey, let me know, and I'm thinking, like, if I decide to do it, I would be happy to let you guys know so that you guys can join me in that journey too. It would be a totally separate channel because it would have nothing to do with budgeting. But let me know, like, for me and a lot of people I know, when they're on a budgeting journey, there's usually an underlying cause of how you got into the position to be in debt that you are. So a lot of times it's medical, it's emotional spending. I had asked that question. I did a survey and asked that question on my YouTube channel. And you guys, a lot of people said it was emotional, medical, or school. So there's a lot of like consistent reasons of why we get into the debt that we're in. And so yeah, if you feel like you would be interested in following me in that journey to lose weight and get healthy, let me know. I have about 30-ish pounds to lose. And a year ago, I had made a healthy wage bet. My marriage just really fell on the rocks earlier last year. So it's been about a year where some things happened and really changed the dynamics. And when that happened, I lost track. So I've had to extend my healthy wage bet, and so I can try and hit that. So I've got about 6 weeks to hit that goal, or I'm going to have to extend it or lose $1,600. And that's what's got me, that was the main reason of why I looked into doing something to hold accountability. This budgeting channel has held so much accountability for me budgeting. I felt like maybe a channel sharing with my healthy journey would be a smart thing to do. So let me know. I just feel like that was very long-winded. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. I haven't started it yet, but I'm thinking about it. I'm putting 20 in Pet Vet, and our dog got sick. I had shared that he has a thyroid problem, and he's going to the vet on Monday to get a weigh-in and get checked, but we did find that in his chest, he's like got a bulge at the top, kind of like where their paws meet their chest. On his left side, he's got a bulge. I do know that their heart is on their left side, but I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. So I was going to keep this money and put it in my wallet. The Pet Vet, I'm just going to use our checking since we have extra money, and then decide if I'm going to move this money back over or if I'm just going to let you guys know next week what we spent at the vet. Birthdays, I'm going to skip, and Christmas, so I haven't touched these. They have the same amount. I just don't feel like, given the current times, that it's a priority of what we're saving for. Medical, this is for our medical deductibles and just what we could owe when we go to the doctors. I now have $180 in here. So next week, I'm going to put in 20, and then I'm going to focus that 20 other places until we have to spend that money. Life insurance gets 15. And we just paid this at the end of March. My policy is, I don't even know. It's due sometime in the future. Everything is a blur. Now that I've kind of started sharing what I'm dealing with in life, like I think you guys will understand when I just get distracted in the budgeting or there's little mistakes here and there and how I figure it out. It's just I'm getting through life the best that I can, putting $5 in car maintenance, but I'm just trying to really be kind to myself and learn not to give myself a hard time over something that's out of my control. And I'm really thankful for this budgeting journey. It's been really good for me. It's really helped keep me motivated and keep me focusing on something positive. Home updates is going to get 10. And then vacation is going to get 20. So we do have a vacation scheduled for the middle of July, and we may need to up what we're saving here. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the coronavirus. I had canceled, I didn't cancel our flights, but I had canceled the reservation, and with the coronavirus, they extended when you can rebook. So I'm waiting to rebook to know, can we go in July when we planned, or do we have to wait? I'm going to count how much we have. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, that felt like more, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95. So we have $295. And if we save, I think we have, let me think. We have one paycheck in April, 5 in May, 4 in June, and 2 in July. So we have 12 weeks times 20 plus 295. That's going to have about 535 for vacation, and that's probably not enough. And so I might change that. after next week, I might start putting 40 towards vacation and moving that 20 from medical. Actually, that's what I think I'm going to do. Put 40 towards vacation starting next week. I'll finish medical, put 20, so we're at 200, and then I'm going to start putting 40 towards vacation. So that would give us 11 weeks times 40 plus 295, and that gives us 735. I feel like that's more realistic of what we would need for vacation. And then if we don't need it, we can always just use it for putting it towards our debt snowball. With that, that concludes the April paycheck number 3. So I did want to mark down that the vet bill, because I don't want to forget about it. And then next week will be the last week. Saving 20 for medical. And I'm just going to put SF for sinking fund. Add 20 to vacation. 40 weekly. That concludes today's video. So I made a note so I would remember. I just have a lot going on and I know I'll forget, and so that way I don't come back to the next video and I'm like, oh, I don't remember what I said. So I hope you guys are staying safe, healthy. I hope you guys are continuing on your budgeting journey, not losing sight of where you're hoping to go, because things are crazy and there's a lot happening. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. It's helped so much in my accountability, and I honestly don't think I would be to where I am if it wasn't for this channel and the accountability and the support and then the excitement of sharing our progress. Like, it really has been a game changer for me. So if you've ever thought about starting your own channel, I would highly recommend it. It's been a game changer and it's totally worth it. Alright guys, until I see you guys in the next video, I hope you have a safe, healthy, and beautiful week, and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys!